Okay, so for as far as the preschool Bible class curriculum, this will be your notebook for the quarter. Okay, and then when you open it up, it does have a list in the front of substitutes. If there is a week that you're not able to make it, you can just contact one of these subs. There are people who've taught in here before. And then you just need to get the lesson to them, obviously.
Sure.
Or I can make a copy and email it to them. So that's kind of, first thing. That's really nice. This talks about the curriculum and just basically what it is. In the first look curriculum for preschool, there are 3 basic truths that we look at. God made me, God loves me, and Jesus wants to be my friend forever. And so those are the 3 truths that every lesson is going to reinforce and build on.
Okay.
Okay? And then this just talks about some of the lingo within the curriculum. So we'll talk about basic truth. Bottom line, each week or each month there's going to be a bottom line. This is the key concept of that lesson. So this is what you want to make sure that they take away. And then there will be a question that you'll use to make sure that they're getting that bottom line. Then obviously the memory verse, and that's each month there's a different memory verse, and there will be instructions with hand motions to help them to learn that memory verse. Okay. And then the Bible story focus, that's just for leaders, and it does change weekly, but it kind of lets you know what your main focus for the week is going to be, so that you can, build your activities or adjust it depending on the size of your class that day. Okay, so then it will come in and it will say up at the top here which week you're doing. So this is September week 1, obviously. And then since you're just doing Bible class, we have highlighted the activities that you will be doing in Bible class.
Okay.
Because some of these other activities they use in the children's worship time.
Okay.
So we don't want to really get them too bored.
Okay. So
I'm
only the highlighted.
Right, so only the highlighted. But yours will always include the Bible story.
Okay.
Okay, so that's one thing that we make sure and get done in the Bible class is the Bible story. So, and that will tell you on the front page of each lesson which activities you do. And then as you go in, you'll find those activities with instructions, and also it will tell you like what you need. So it will tell you the supplies that you will need in order to do that activity. Okay. Most of those supplies should be found upstairs in the resource room. And there are...
is that always unlocked on...
It's always unlocked on Sunday mornings, yes.
Okay.
And it's unlocked, I think Barbara comes over and unlocks it as early as like 7:30.
Okay, perfect.
And then it's unlocked afterwards too, until, 12:30, 1 o'clock.
Okay, so I'll have both.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. And then the supplies up there, hopefully they're organized. Sometimes you might have to search around a little bit. If you need something and can't find it, let me know. There are also some plastic bins up in the resource room that are off to the, as you walk in the door, they're in the back wall on the right hand side, and they are labeled by month. And those have a lot of supplies for this preschool curriculum. So if you go and pull out the September bin, it might have everything that you need to make the lion mask. And then it'll have, the things that you'll need for the Save the Sheep. Okay, and so you'll just go through and do, whatever's highlighted. And then at the back of each lesson, if there are things that you need to copy, those pages will be here. And so you can go ahead and copy those, and there's a copier in the office. And that one, I think actually the one on the right is the one that's just completely unlocked, and so you can make copies there. And then week 2. Now, because we did purchase this curriculum a few years ago, the weeks don't always line up exactly. So, like the year that we bought this, October had 5 weeks, but October this year does not have 5 weeks. So then when we get into November, October week 5 becomes November week 1, because November does have 5 weeks. So it always ends up working out at the end of the year, because there are always 52 weeks in a year. But it doesn't always say up here.
Sure.
So sometimes, you know,
Sure.
so just make sure you go through each week,
Okay.
you know,
Okay.
one after the other. And most of them I did mark if it's different.
Okay.
So it's pretty simple, you know, and all those supplies will be up there. And then you have basic supplies in the classroom as well.
Okay.
So like this cabinet back here will have cups in it for some water, and there's a pitcher on top that you can put water in. And then it will also have goldfish or Cheerios for like a little snack if they need a little snack time.
Okay.
And a lot of times there is a snack time built into each
Okay.
lesson.
And do I need to bring those,
No,
or
they're
it's
in
all
here.
okay? So
It's
even
all
if
in
it,
here.
do I need to let you know, or do you?
No, I check it every
check
week.
it. Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
And then there's also in there, there's hand sanitizer on top, and then inside there's like glue sticks, glue, crayons,
Okay.
some kid scissors if you need to do some cutting. So there are those basic supplies that you may need week after week
Sure.
that will be in that cabinet available to you.
Okay.
And then if you get to a point where you finished your lesson or they're just really restless and you can't get them to really focus in until you've got through the Bible story, there is a play area
Okay.
in each of the rooms that they can, you know, just play.
Sure.
Because we don't want to like force it if it's just too much.
Mm-hmm.
There's a CD player in each room that will have music for each quarter. So you may need to use that within the lesson, or if you just want to have it in the background during a free play time, that's okay too. And then there's bookshelves in each room with age-appropriate books, age-appropriate Bibles, and there are like puzzles and some
Sure.
other table activities for them
Sure.
to do.
Okay.
So pretty simple.
Yes.
And let me show you a couple of nice features in our 2- and 3-year-olds classroom. If you come over here, we have a bookshelf that does have some children's Bibles, age-appropriate books, and some puzzles for them to do, kind of keep them entertained either at the beginning or the end of class. And one of the most fun things about this is if you open up the barn doors, there is a nice spacious playroom for the children to play with age-appropriate toys.